Is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Colt defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Quick throw complete to Chark. There he goes, right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten him down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Once more Montgomery pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. it just never materialized.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Next to score, Lions 7, Colts nothing. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Dragon 60. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. The Colts had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And they'll hand off to Hull. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. You talk about these Lions defense. Yeah, they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Running left, Taylor. Able to push his way through. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
3rd down and 1. Pierce in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
At the Lions' 26-yard line.
Here, Richardson yet again. Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Hooker now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Looking to throw, Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Second and 10. Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
Let's go. Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Hooker. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
On the set.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. That one too wide and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready. Break.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Caught by Montgomery. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold the blocks just a little bit longer.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Okay, ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gay is on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all 9 up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Hooker now on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Richardson looking to throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go now.
3rd and 5.
Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Richardson going on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Check it. Let go.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's going up top for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Go check. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
When you get into the second half of the tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
This pass left side to Downs. Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 3rd down and 7. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Pass the street. Pass the street.
They throw it out right complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure.
There he goes left side. And he'll be out of of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Touchdown! Josh Downs with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Off play action. Here's Hooker. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hooker. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hooker's going to throw it. And Sharp calls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's getting the quarterback? Who's getting the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's go!
He'll try again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can you get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, trying to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Street! Street!
Into the clear again. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, 53 yards. And the Colts use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 186 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 24 yards the game there. Another first down as well. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up.
Okay,
second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Go, Reed, go.
Pierce in motion left.
Ready?
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Hey, check that. Street. Let's go.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Okay,
and with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Try to punch it in with Taylor. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Let's go now.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Hooker to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Here's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing here is Hooker. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Right there, hurt.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Lightning, 18. 18 Cardinal. Go check. Let go.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Shoves him aside. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. Now, this was a very close ball game.